Hello, everyone. My name is Kira Kellinger. I'm a client success manager here at Lux Sales Consulting. And I have Chris Gardner, who is a financial advisor and philanthropic strategist with Arcos Global Advisors here from Atlanta, Georgia. And Chris, after working with us for about 2 months of our launch, has found a way to consistently meet with both COIs and his ideal clients. And that's very impressive, Chris, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So you can go ahead and introduce yourself. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Sure. My name's Chris Gardner, and like she said, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Came to the course very concerned. I had left a broker dealer that had closed off all opportunities to talk to anyone that I had talked to before, and was pursuing me in every way that they could. And so went from a very successful career to being blocked, and I had to figure out how to make my way, how to make my way going forward. And so found Lux, and was given the privilege of working with Kira. Have had an absolute blast. I would say the first few weeks felt like drinking from a fire hydrant. Just so much stuff, and getting automation set up. But as you get towards the end of it, you learn the power of those automations and how those are what prepare you for the success that you're going to have. So I'd done nothing with LinkedIn. I started my LinkedIn with 47 contacts, I believe. I'd actually deleted LinkedIn and had to restart. Started with 47 contacts. We now have close to 1,000. The searches that we do have brought in some great people. Brought in probably close to $4 million in the pipeline right now of money that should be coming in. And so, it's been a blast. I've learned a lot, and I'm confident that I can be successful going forward with the steps that I've learned. I'd say that, in my opinion, is the most important thing, not to be dependent upon Lux or Kira or anybody going forward, but they've taught me what it takes to be able to make it to the next level.
Awesome. So a couple of things I heard. You were new to a new role at a new company when you found us, and you were struggling from your past with that. So you're kind of making a new book with us, right? And you mentioned 4 million in the pipeline. And how is it that we set up your system? We chose something to specialize in, right? Could you talk a little bit about that process?
Yeah. So, and I would add, if you're okay with me just backtracking a little bit and saying, I would add to you that the company that I went to, it's a new clientele that I'm serving. So I was at a company that, is known as the blue collar company that, take anybody with a $5,000 Roth IRA. And if, they had to pass the 2-finger test. You take 2 fingers, you stick it on the neck, and if it goes thump, thump, they're a client for you. That's what I kind of was taught coming up. Coming to this new company, we're bringing in clients that have a minimum of $500,000. And so not only was it a new company and a new avenue to go after people, but it was also a new clientele. And so it was very challenging. But yeah, I was helped starting from the very beginning. Kira was amazing at staying there and saying, let's try this, let's try the other. One of the things that we do, she said I was a philanthropic strategist. We help high-end clients that are given to generosity. And so we have strategies. We tell our clients that one of our biggest goals is to disinherit the IRS. We teach people how to efficiently plan their strategies in a way that they get more bang for the buck when they want to be generous with 501c3s, et cetera. We teach them how to do that. So, so we get together with people that are about to sell their business, people that there are people that make a lot of money, businesses that want to give. Those are the kind of people that we get with, and we help them. Be wise in the way they handle stuff, be great stewards of the money they have, and be able to give more than they would have ever given without us. That's kind of our specialty.
Awesome. So that's what you specialize in, right? And you're looking for a very specific type of business owner. When you typically do get in front of them, it goes well for you, but how has finding them been?
I'm a doubtful person. And so when I read and, you know, I listened to the sales pitch, the automated pitch that I followed through on and did exactly the way that I hope that my potential clients do. I went through the entire thing. When I went through all of that, I was very skeptical. There was no way I was going to be able to meet with, you know, 20 to 30 people a week, a month. I mean, there's just no way. I average at least 3 meetings a day. I've actually told my daughter is working with me to help me go get this thing going. And I've told her I can't take more than 3 clients a day. So right now, today's July the 31st. I'm booked solid right now till September the 4th. At least 3 clients a day. And so it's been very easy getting to the clients because the system works. It's been, you know, just follow the system, do what they say. You're going to have doubts. You're not going to understand how things are going to work. But if you'll follow the system, you'll be able to get the potential COIs in front of you and the client. So that part has been very encouraging. Do you mind if I share the story of the person I spoke with just 5 minutes before our conversation?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, you know,
So this is probably my favorite story yet. But what happened is one of the COIs that I was talking to, I got on the phone and she told me, she said, man, what y'all do sounds amazing. She says, we have a leadership conference we do every year in the month of April. What would it take to have you come down and speak to thousands of business owners and explain to them how their money could impact after hearing what we do? So like I would have never dreamed that was able to be done. But she said, we'll give you a free place to put a table. We want you to be a central part of it. We'd like for you to be part of the Q&A, and we want you to be a main speaker for us as you know about what you guys do. She said, because even if people are not business owners, they're going to know people. And so because of that, we want you to be talking to them. She also asked me if I could send her every Monday a blog post that would explain the kind of things that we do. They have a readership of 250,000 readers each week. They're one of the largest, most influential, and all of this, I had no earthly idea that this was the conversation I was going to have today. And this came 100% because of, you know, and I don't know what's going to happen with it, but it was literally a connection that was made 100% because I just followed my Yoda, Kira, telling me what to do, and watched the success happen as I just followed through the steps that she gave me.
Awesome. That is a great story. Just, you know, I'm sure your favorite, but only one of many meetings that you've had of, you know, value with COIs, with business owners, with people who are interested in what you do. So hearing that you know, where you came from in this industry and where you started, there was no niche, there was no specialty. It was really anyone, like you said, with a pulse going. And then, so when we hear that, and now we talk about meeting people that you've defined as ideal, what is the biggest thing that you've gained from that transformation?
Well, the knowledge that I know that if I can get in front of people that I can land clients. It's not a question. I know that I can do that. I know that I'm good with people. I know that I'm going to do the right thing. I know that I'm going to live a life of integrity. I know that I'm going to do what it takes to help the people that are across the table from me. But my fear was that I could never get in front of those people, or, you know, what trick do I have to pull up out of my sleeve to make that happen? And that's just not been the case. On Wednesday, I'm talking to a guy who's selling his company for $18 million. The CPA that was a COI, Wednesday at 2:30, today's Monday, Wednesday at 2:30, I'm meeting with him to talk to him about how to structure his sales so that he can give more to the nonprofits he wants to give money to. So those are I was not confident in that I could reach them. I was confident in that I could land them, but I was not confident in that I could reach them. And this has shown me that reaching people is a concern of the past. Now I need to make sure that my pitch is set perfectly and done right, that my process is correct, that my follow-up matters. And then, you know, what will come from that is the kind of clients that I would have only dreamed I could have had where I was working before. So.
Wow. That's so well put. Thanks so much, Chris. So I have another question. You know, you've been very successful. It's not just, you know, me, it's not just our framework. you are the one who's running it. And you're going to take this system on your own, understand it, and you can replicate this process for as many years to come as you want. Meeting people is a concern of the past. What would you say to someone who was on the edge of investing in themselves, like you were? What does it take on your end to reach this level of success?
Okay, so I would say that I was very concerned. The previous company I was with has tried to ruin me financially. Like, not only has it been, it literally has been one of those things where you're sitting there going, I can't believe they would do this to me. Anybody in the financial industry watching this probably understands exactly, because they've been through stuff like that. I stretched to be able to pay for the course is an understatement. I was doing very well at the last firm, but literally overnight yanked the rug out from under me. I would say if you're afraid to invest, I'm not trying to sell you on the product. What I am saying to you is this: if you have a concern of getting in front of the people and in front of the right people, this is your answer. And so I put it on a credit card. I'm paying it off little by little. I'm doing whatever it takes. And the first 30 days, I was scared that it was the wrong decision. Just to be honest. But then Kira has helped amazing. The framework, the system is great, but a system works only if you work the system. So you've got to do what you're told, and you've got to, you got to follow through, do what you're told to do. And if you do, you'll be there. So if you're sitting there on the edge of your seat going, man, I wish I knew if it was worth it, what I would tell you is, look me up, give me a call. I would love to talk to you about it. It's not the end all. And the main reason I say it's not the end all is you've got to put the work in. But if you're willing to put the work in, there is zero doubt in my mind. When I say zero doubt in my mind, I mean absolute no doubt in my mind that I can get in front of, I could get in front of probably 40 people a month without a problem that would be the ideal client or the center of influence for me if I was able to do that. So that's what I would say to you.
Wow. Yes. I love your confidence, Chris. Thank you for sharing. You've inspired me so much, and this will inspire a lot of other people with the same problem. In this industry, we see lots of people like you come in, amazing strategies that people need to hear, right? And amazing hearts that want to help people. They just don't know how to find them. So I'm so glad we've solved that for you. And here's to your success, Chris. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kara. You have a great day.
Awesome. So we're going to pause there. And I am going to be actually sending you a book if you would like to give me your address. It's called The Gratitude Effect by Dr. John Martini. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's about, gratitude in business. Some of the things that I think that you and Lux connect on, which is what makes you such an ideal client of ours. So can I please get the best address to send this gift to you for?
I just sent it to you.
Okay, perfect. That's great. And I will let you know when this is posted. I'm sure you'd love to watch this.
Probably not.
No? Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
like watching, so.
That makes sense. Actually, I totally agree. I have the same, I don't think I watch my success stories over besides to edit them.